Hello, welcome to the reality with Anne. I still remain Anne, and here with me is
My name is Shabak.
welcome on this show, Shabak. Nice to have you here. So today I want to talk about bad parenting. Bad parenting, things are really happening these days. You see, young people in our society are forced into being wealthy, even without working hard. What do you think some parents are not doing right, Shabak? What do you think?
Well, I think what some parents doesn't seem to be doing right here, if they are forcing their children so that they make it by force, because some of them go up to the extent to begin to compare their children with others. Can't you see this? Can't you see this girl? Can't you see all those? Meanwhile, they themselves, if they had prepared good life for their children, they won't be comparing.
Course.
The fault is first of all from them. They didn't prepare good life for their children. And because they've missed out in time, they want their children to catch up. And they begin to put them under pressure. Pressure, where you find girls that have to go and sell their bodies and do some outrageous things that are not really convenient so that they can make this money. Or some even push their children into internal fraud, what we call in Nigeria, we call it Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. Yes. Where you see young boys just go into anything they like. They even go diabolical so that they can make this money, let their parents eat. And some of the parents, they don't care. As far as the money is coming, they are okay with it. They are okay with it. They are fine with it. And that's a very big failure. I feel that life should be something that goes gradually. You need to be patient with yourself. Yes. It's in phases and in stages. The fact that you are suffering now doesn't really mean that that's how it's going to remain. Your sufferings are only making you to be a better person. And as a matter of fact, if you meet anybody who is standing strong today, who has made it in life, who is successful, if they tell you their stories, they never just rose to the top. Something happened, they had bad times. Some of them, their times were even tougher than some of these people that enter into these things out of impatience. And the impatience makes them not to last at the end of the day. For instance, when they go and do all these diabolical things, they give them time frame. Maybe you live for the next 5 years, you will enjoy money. Or they tell them you get this money if they don't give to your family members. If they have been patient, if they are destined to make that money, they will still make it. But because of greed from those parents, greed, the poverty mentality, so they want to see their children achieve what they couldn't achieve.
By force.
Meanwhile, it's their failure. So I think parents should try by all means within their capacity give your children the good life they require. If you need to labor much, please take life seriously. Yeah.
What advice can you or will you give to some parents? Like, okay, I wouldn't put much blame on the father because men sometimes go out. I know they are supposed to play their parts as men. But what advice will you give to parents and women, moms, who who will not even care or know how the day of their children went? You see their children coming back from maybe school, primary school, coming back home with what does not belong to him or her. You see the mom just kept quiet, not even asking, or maybe her whole day she will end up using it to gossip. What advice will you give them? Because this thing is really affecting our children these days.
Well, I don't want us to be biased here. When it has to do with parenting, it should be two ways.
Okay.
It is a man and a woman that meet to bring forth a child, either a boy or a girl. Except in the case where a single parent, but in the case where there is a father in the house and a mother in the house, it should be a dual responsibility, not just leaving it for the woman.
Okay.
Yes, no matter how busy a man is, I will strongly stress that you should have time for your family. You should know what is happening. Up to the kitchen. Sometimes just sneak in there and know what is not on ground before they even ask you. It shows that you are responsible. If you leave the job for the woman and things happen around and she may not take, maybe she's engrossed with all the house chores, doing everything there, and she's not really thinking along that line, there will be too much stress on her. However, since the woman seems to be the one that has closer proximity to the children, she should take note of some things. Your child goes to the school and comes back with what that you didn't give the child. You should find out how did you get this, because this is how thieves emerge. Yes, when they begin to take, before you know, they begin to take your own things in the house because they know you are not going to ask. Ask them. Ask them. That thing is not yours. Return it. If you have to follow up to go, teacher, we saw this in his bag. Please take and look for the owner. Then the child will know that you don't take what doesn't belong to you. And if the complaint comes to the father should also address the matter. Don't just leave it like that. So it's a two-way thing. Two-way thing. The mother who has more time with the children, please wake up. Don't neglect this, because it can be dangerous in the future. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what advice will you give some young people who their parents raised well, but because of fake lifestyle or wannabe lifestyle,
All
they
right.
want to be who they are not? What advice will you give to them? Because there is always a repercussion to whatever that is
Okay.
flashing.
Okay. Life is in phases, and men are in sizes.
Mm.
You enter into your season per time. Just like when one is born, you get to the time where you are sucking, you begin to sit, you begin to crawl, you start waggling your legs before you start walking. Little by little, you start running, and you begin to do some things for yourself. God did all that so that we should understand that life is in process. Now, that process in your life that I just described, there is no how you can't fast forward it. There is no manipulation to it. There is no magic that you can do that will alter those things. Those processes must happen in your life. God gave us that process, or those processes rather, so that we learn from it. If you can wait and be patient, anything that belongs to you will come. You don't need to fast forward your life. Don't allow peer pressure, what people are doing. If there are people that are putting you under pressure so that you do some things
Stay away
that
from
doesn't
them.
make that doesn't represent who you are, despite the good training you've been given, stay away from them. That is not malice. It's not malice. Anyone that doesn't share the same value with you, anyone that doesn't see the way you see things, that wants to corrupt your life, wants to affect you negatively, and such kind of people, it's better you stay away from them. If they are your genuine, if they are your friends, truly, time will tell. Time is a revealer of things. Time will expose everything with time. If you really need them, somehow you will meet them. But anybody that wants to alter the good training you've been given by your parents, beginning to introduce certain things to you that you were not trained with, that are not good for you, stay away from them. Cut off. The Bible says if your hand will cause you to sin, say cut it off. Now it doesn't mean take knife and cut, but separate yourself from anything that will make you behave otherwise. Yeah.
Thank you. So we'll stop here, but we are going to be bringing more for you. Thank you. And this is the reality with Anne.
My pleasure being with you.
Thank you,
See
Shama.
you. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video.
Follow me on my YouTube channel, The Reality with Anne. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload new videos, it will notify you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.